Hey everybody, I'm here to go over how I used the Cricut design space to make this Saturday's two-card tutorial garden card that I used the Dollar Tree stickers with. So here I am, I'm making 3 layers. On the bottom layer, it's going to be an A2 size card. So I'm going to create them in 3 colors. The base is going to be white, and that's going to be 5.5 by 4.25, which is a typical A2 size card. Then I'm going to create a second layer, which will then become green, and you'll see me doing that. And that's going to be 5.25 by 4. And then the top layer, which will be white, is going to be 5 by 3.25. So if you work within Design Space, this will give you 3 different layers. The reason I'm choosing that this week to do 3 layers is that when I create that copy file for you all, if I have the green middle layer, that gives you an area to cut. It'll show you the exact sizing. Where if you look at my last couple of card bases I gave you, you had to do a lot of thinking and figuring it out on your cutter how to cut it. So I figured with the green, you know exactly where to cut, and you're perfect. But if you don't like the green, cut the green part out and add your own colored layer. So here they are, you see the 3. Now here, what I'm actually doing is this. I'm creating the bench. Wait till you see this. These are all shapes within Design Space. So now I'm going to grab a circle and I'm going to adjust it to the size that I want. Just look at this. And then once I get it to the size and shape I like, I copy it. I go up here, copy, paste. Even though you'll see that I didn't need it. So this is what I'm creating. I'm going to change the color of that so that I know it's, I don't know, it just matches everything. And I'm going to change these to white. I thought that I wanted to give it white legs, but then you'll see a little bit later on, I'm on a white background, so I can't flatten it. You would never see the legs. So here I am. I'm just making the legs of the bench. Taking a square, and I'm adjusting it to the size that I like. That's not me. That was Design Space that did that. And then once I get the size that I like, I copy and paste it so that I have 2 of the exact same images. And here I am lining it up. I'm centering it vertically so that I know that the post is in the center of that oval. And now I hit attach and it became weld, and it became one piece. See how the oval and the rectangle became one piece. So now I could get rid of that oval because now I have the perfect leg. I'm going to copy and paste. Now I'm eyeballing it on the right side, but once I get it to like the location I want it, I group them together and I align them at the bottom so that my legs are now level. How cute is that? I'm just moving that to behind. I want that in the back because I want the top of the bench in the front. And then I'm going to group them together. I have to realign it again. Sometimes you have to go back and forth to do things. Now I'm just going to group them. For some reason, my computer was giving me a hard time. Every time I went to group them, it wouldn't let me. I don't know why. I guess it was Design Space had a little glitch in it. And I made a mistake. I don't want to attach it because I wanted the bench top to be a specific color. So I just need to group it if Design Space would just let me. Let's see. I'm trying to clean up my thing. It was being so, there it is. It was being so difficult. Now once I get it onto my card, I then can change the size as much as I want. Okay, so here we are. Now my bench is complete. What am I doing here? Let's see. Oh, I want to rotate it. I'm gonna go through little stages here on. I'm not sure how I want my card to look. I didn't know if I wanted landscaped or not. So I'm literally just playing around. I have an idea concept in my head. I just wasn't sure where I wanted to run with it. So you get to watch as I decide. Now here, I'm just taking a square. And the square is going to be my visual. I took the stamps from Dollar Tree and I measured out the boot. And I got the size, the height and width of the boot. And that's what I'm creating with just the black square. Because I know I want the boot to be to the right of my bench. It just gives me a visual. So if you see the card, I'll put the card in the beginning so you would have seen how I did it. So that square is now the image of my boot. And I'm just going to rearrange things until I find the perfect match. Alright, stay with me because let's see where I go to next. Could have deleted that, but now you're stuck with me. Haha. Alright, now I'm going to add my words. And you'll get to see how I play around with the different fonts and how I want to create them. I knew what my saying was going to be, but I knew that 3 of my letters were going to be in print, and 3 of my words were going to be in a print, and 3 of them were going to be almost in a cursive. So sit back and watch, and you'll see that for a little while, I'm literally just messing around with fonts and sizes. Okay, I'm back. Hope you like the music. Now the second box that I'm making here is the actual size of the flowers on that sticker sheet. So this is the vision I had in my head. So I create my boxes out of the images I want. And I now know how to place things on my card. And if you look here, that's what I'm doing. And then I always make copies and I hide them. This way if I want to come back in and make another card, I can. So now I know that this is the second card in today's tutorial. And I wanted it a different shape. So this is what I'm doing here. Look how cute this is coming out. So if you looked at both cards, you'll get it. So I created the card, proportioned the sizes of the bench and everything else I wanted, and this black squares are actually the images that I know I'm going to use. I'm actually just making double the amount of cards. This way I know that if I wanted to come in and recreate another card, the original cards are there. So I kind of make a duplicate, and if you look at the right side, I group them together, and then I just hit the eyeball and they're hidden. They're in the file, but you don't see them. So here I am. I'm aligning the bench that I created in Design Space with just the shapes. And that's all I have to do for that card. So all this other stuff, I am grouping them and I'm going to hide them. Sorry about text barking. So here I am, I'm grouping them. Once I group them, I then hit the hidden icon on the right here. So these are my two cards that I've created. And if you watch me, I know that both of these cards will fit on one piece of paper in the print and cut version because I flatten these images. I now have to just set them up. I think that the print and cut size is like 9 1/4 by 6 1/2. So as long as your images will fit that, you then have to manipulate them. See, they're showing up on two different cut pages. I don't want that. I want one piece of paper, and now I'm trying to rotate it. What really I have to do is, see, 2 pages again. Not happening. So watch how I do this. I keep adjusting back and forth until I have it to where I want. So it's telling me that my image is too large. See, for print and cut, it's got to be 9 1/4 by 6 3/4. And I know that these two cards are less than that. So I ungroup them, and then I rotate this one. See, I ungroup, and now I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees. And then what I don't show you is what I do is group them in, like, loop around them and make sure you align them to the bottom. This way that when you go to cut them, the lines are straight. So here I am, I'm grouping them, and it did not take because I did not attach them. So now I'm going to group them, and I'm going to come down to the right and hit attach. Watch. Attach. And now look. Ta-da! I was able to fit both cards on one piece of paper. You just got to learn the program and just keep saving your work throughout it. This way you know for a fact that it's saved. And now, one, I'm saving it to a PDF file so that I can share it all with you. And then I'm going to save it to print files, and I'm actually printing out 3. I did not let my Cricut cut it because I didn't need to. They're straight lines. So, excuse me, even if you make something in Design Space, your Cricut does not have to cut it out. So I'm thinking that, are you allowed to have Design Space even though you don't own a Cricut? Because even if you have the program and you want to print something out, you can cut it by hand, fussy cut it. I wonder if you can do that. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. Alright, well guys, this is the end of my video. I'm sorry for the noise. I'm sorry for the barking. It is Saturday morning at 11:15 and my house is jumping. Vinny and Shannon are home from college. John keeps walking in and out. I am 15 minutes behind schedule as far as getting my butt outside to go stain my porch. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If I went too fast, please let me know. If there's any other questions you have, please let me know. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. Alright everybody, have a great day, and I will see you all real soon. Thanks for watching everybody. Bye.